Yo, what's going on, family? In today's video, we'll be looking at creepy and strange TikToks that'll make you question reality.
You know,
What the fuck? Oh, just a random Statue of Liberty.
Whoa. Texas schools ban on cell phones. They definitely needed this, though. Yo. Thirsty. Hey, to all the parents out there concerned about your children not having access to their phone at school during class, that's how addicts act. That's all I'm going to say.
Nothing beats a jet
Did you
to
see that?
holiday.
Yo,
And right
yo.
now, you can save £50
How?
per person.
The fake meat.
Ew.
Please tell me,
I hope it wasn't like that when I was a kid.
what kind of turkey?
This is a Burger King chicken sandwich. What is that? That ain't chicken. That's that 99-cent chicken sandwich.
There are no ants on it.
No ants at all? No way.
The ants, flies, they don't want it.
you like, bro?
Nah, I'm good.
How?
Okay, so you're gonna make that slight.
That watermelon look nasty. Don't it? Oh, pink. Rubber melon.
Scooping this ice cream, and it looks like a wire.
Yo, what?
Have you ever seen chicken break apart like this?
Mm-mm.
Like, I literally just put my thumb in it and it
Ew.
just shreds apart so easily.
Some type of plastic. Do you see the plastic right
There's a
there?
parasite.
¿Sí ven las caras?
So the trees have faces on them. How they do that? Looks just like water, don't it? Twinkle, twinkle. Yo, what? He dancing? Dancing for the camera. Y'all ever seen a bug do this?
Do not call 911 unless you have a life-threatening situation. You see this gentleman who's being rescued.
Didn't look like he was being rescued, really. Oh, they got a Pikeville pyramid. There's a lot of pyramids in America that we just don't really talk about, I guess. But they're known. Yo, I don't know what this reads at the bottom, but they just picked up a rock. So whatever that technology is pretty solid. What is this?
It was great. It was like pheasant season in South Dakota. If it moved, you shot it.
Wow.
You shot them.
They were looters.
Don't go into a white woman's home and tell her you're going to take it over.
No.
No.
No, you don't do that.
We don't
They
allow
said
that
it was
around
great.
these parts.
They're riding down the street. You loot, we shoot. I was down the street, and they said, "Where you from? Where you at? Turn around, turn around." I said, "Hold on, I live right here, in the next block. Turn around, turn around." What about them lies, man? What about them people, man? What about them people, man? What about this, man? Excuse me, bro. Fuck.
Katrina was crazy, yo. And it's crazy they putting stuff out 20 years later. Y'all see the ghost? The dog sees the ghost. And that's strange. Ugh.
So yesterday I decided to go grocery shopping. I went over to Fresh Farms. The address is 5740 Tui Avenue in Niles,
Fresh
Illinois.
Farms? Ain't that fresh?
They had a whole bunch of watermelon. They said they was seeded. I decided that I wanted one. So I purchased it. I checked it before I purchased it. I tapped on it. I felt it. It felt kind of thick to me. However, the watermelon probably sat inside my home for approximately like 12 hours before I decided that I wanted some. However, when I approached the watermelon, my floor was like covered with stinky water. So I'm like, what is that? Picked the bag up that the watermelon was in, and the bag was filled with stinky water. So came to the conclusion that the watermelon was soft on one side, and when I just tapped on it, this what happened. It basically exploded. So I'm looking in the inside now.
Looking at this.
And to be honest with you, this don't even smell like watermelon at all. You know how watermelon have a loud scent? Not at all. Farmer's Market. Now's a...
Yo, I got a conspiracy about the seeded watermelons, y'all. Because, you know, here in this community or whatever, right, where we're spreading information, a lot of people have been talking about how you shouldn't eat seedless fruits, right? And trying to get convince people to go buy the seeded watermelons. What if somebody was watching these videos, not particularly my video, just any video that came up and was talking about how you should eat seeded watermelon, and they're like, you know what? There's going to be a bunch of people trying to buy seeded watermelons now. Let's put something in the seeded watermelons to mess with them. You know, like that's how evil minds work. And there's a lot of evil minds that run the world. Living in the Matrix. Am I the only one that gets stopped in their tracks by stuff like that?
What the fuck is that tree a rectangle?
Why is it a rectangle?
Like, it's a very legitimate rectangle.
Brother, what is that? It's swimming. Wow.
What is it? Whatever it is, that's crazy.
Let me read this. Cybertruck drivers are saying they feel dizzy, lightheaded, and like reality slows down when they drive. That's not just a car. That's a science experiment on wheels. Ooh. It probably is. I don't know. Weird animal found in backyard. No, that ain't real. Is that real? That can't be real. That's the thing from Monsters Inc., yo. Yo, I'm cool.
Y'all better start paying attention to y'all food. So y'all, why is my eggs is plastic? Like, oh my god, the shit is fake.
Literally plastic eggs.
Look at the plastic, y'all. Just look at the plastic. Just spring plastic. Oh, no egg for me, y'all.
Yeah.
The whole piece of fish.
Yeah.
Just gone. Look at that. It's like,
where y'all get y'all food from? Nasty. I'm glad I ain't never ran across nothing like that.
Is it time to be concerned? These are apples. I cut them open and there are no seeds inside of this apple. And then check this one out.
What is that?
No seed inside of the apple. What is going on?
I've never seen that before.
What is this?
Y'all, I swear I've had this watermelon for maybe 4 or 5 days. Went out of town, came back, it literally exploded. Look at this.
Paper watermelons.
This ancient carving is not just a piece of art. It tells the story of how the gods tried to steal immortality from the fabric of the universe, and how the elite are doing the exact same thing today. What is the churning of the ocean of milk? In one of the oldest myths on Earth, the gods and demons were desperate for something called Emerita, the nectar of eternal life. But it wasn't easy to get. It was hidden deep in the cosmic ocean, locked away in the very foundation of reality. So they did the unthinkable. They wrapped a serpent around a sacred mountain called Mount Mandara and began pulling it back and forth to churn the ocean like a cosmic machine. A ritual so powerful, it twisted space, time, and energy. Out of this vortex came divine treasures, monsters, deadly poisons, and finally, Emerita, the key to living forever. Comment below if you want part 3, where I will go deep into how the Great Pyramid and Angkor Wat were built to recreate it, to give the elite
Maybe that's what they're doing with CERN. Giant snake wrapped around, churning it, trying to open the cosmos to get the key to eternal life. I don't know.
People don't know is my watch is a satellite TV, CIA agent, record studio, computer, MacBook, MP3 player, navigation system, email, text message, phone, all of that shit in one.
Yo.
So I'm sorry, y'all, look, y'all check this shit out. Alright, come on.
I ain't got money like a motherfucker. Yeah, money you'll never see. Yeah, I got everything, and you got nothing. You don't have nothing on me. Oh yeah, so you go into here, right? Movie. You know I got Gucci Mane on there, cause that's one of my favorite rappers. Look. Yeah, money like a motherfucker.
Yo, my man's had a Apple Watch before Apple Watch was an Apple Watch.
Let me go to something else. Got that Gucci Mane on there. So you know, I be flossing at the same time. You know, I be showing my diamonds and I be showing my TV. Yeah. I be at the airport like that right there.
Like, which one y'all want?
Like which one y'all want? So
y'all start choosing.
You know.
Yo, that's crazy, yo. I need to find that exact watch because the Apple Watch is cool, you know what I'm saying? But I want that one. And I want them same songs on there too. Yo, so I wanted to pause the video real quick to show you guys something special. I just got my merch made. Here it is right here. Now, if you guys can see it, this is the Right 7X logo inside of the flat earth as well. And then if you go around to the back, let me show you guys the back. So make sure you head over to my shop or click the link down below to get yourself some merch. Let's get back to the video.
Hidden archive number 211.
What's going on here?
La cabeza se da una vuelta, si es cierto, Ruso. A la tres corremos en chinguiza, Una, dos. Se está moviendo, dale, en chinguiza, güey. En chinguiza, güey. Vete. Aquí está, güey, mira. Espérate, a ti te debe estar matando, güey. No mames, Ruso, se nos peló, güey. No mames, güey. ¡Ey! No mames. ¿Qué pedo, güey? Perra madre. Ah, güey. No mames. ¡Ey! ¿Qué pedo? Ay, güey. No mames. No mames, güey. No mames. Esta mano me está rodeando, loco. No mames, Ruso.
Let me read this real quick. For months now, there has been what people are calling a mothership hovering in place above the Fort Myers beach. It's being seen from live feed via Margaritaville's webcam. It's only visible at night. Nothing is visible in the spot in the sky where it sits when it's daytime. But the minute the camera changes to night vision, something happens. Need to get me a night vision security system that's always on. Wait, probably wouldn't work in the daytime though. Quick time lapse, speed up, pay attention to the focus point area as the day continues. Okay, right here, let's see. So we don't see nothing. Yeah, let's take a closer look. What am I looking at? Oh, right there. Oh. Yeah, you see it. I see it right there. See that?
The biggest wealth transfer in history is happening before our eyes, and most people's going to miss the wave. They just said the U.S. is adding over 1,000 new millionaires a day as the stock market and crypto surges. And we have every single cryptocurrency hitting all-time highs. Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, XRP, all at the same time. On our final, for people to get a chance to be a part of this wealth transfer. And me, myself, I'm just now saying how serious this shit is. I done been up for 24 hours. Y'all see my eyes? But I damn near made a band in one day. This shit is serious as fuck. If you do not lock in, you will be left behind. The same way I told y'all that Bitcoin was gonna go crazy when it was at 93K. Now it's at 120.
People have been saying Bitcoin gonna go crazy since it was at like 3K. 3K, and we all ignored it, y'all. I swear, yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. I remember being at work. I worked on the assembly line, and people was talking about Bitcoin and how much you got invested. I said, okay. It was like $3,000 at the time. I was like, all right, I put $20 in. So put my little $20 in. I think it goes up a couple of dollars. I took my money right back out. I said, not for me, right? If only I could go back in time, y'all, and put way more money in and just leave it alone. Because it went crazy. And then I remember it being at 30K. It was just sitting around 30K. And there were all these YouTube videos like, Bitcoin's about to take off 100K, 120K, right? And it just kind of stayed where it was at. But next thing you know, it's at 50K. Next thing you know, it's at 70K. Next thing you know, all-time highs at 80K. Now it's at 90K. Now it's at 110K, 120. So if that doesn't tell you something, take them opportunities when you got them.
Y'all better go talk to y'all friends who are crypto. Go talk to y'all friends who trading and learn. Because if you do not, you will miss this wealth transfer that's about to happen. There are 1,000 new millionaires every single day. Just like this, one trade, and now you are a millionaire. I'm telling y'all this because I fuck with y'all and I want y'all to be a part of this wealth transfer game because it's happening. You either gonna be a part of it or you're gonna be broke as hell with this new system. We all know what's about to happen to the dollar and all these other currencies that people hold in their pockets.
That's a pretty big building, isn't it? And it's really detailed. How'd they build this thing? Just imagine back in the day, how'd they build it?
Let's see if it's true. It's true.
I guess it's true.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available, with 22 kilograms of baggage included.
Yo. What was going on? But he just definitely put the man in his car seat.
This looks like a statue cemetery in San Francisco, California. The removal of historical statues, 1915. But why?
Reset, that's why. They probably had orders. Even this looks crazy though, because look, I don't see any other people.
Y'all need to be aware when y'all go inside these hotels. People have found a way to open the door on the outside of the door by putting what it look like a hanger or something under the door and open it from the outside. Like, it never seems to amaze me on how creative they can be to do wicked shit.
Right.
Like, this is not the first time that I have seen this method of somebody sticking something under the door and opening a hotel room.
That's crazy.
Whether it be a wire, a hanger. I even seen people use the magnetic method, where they hook a magnet up to the other side of the door and bring it all the way to the door handle and open it. Stuff like this happening, it don't surprise me that we got all of these people that's coming up missing. Y'all need to be aware and protect yourself at all costs, because stuff like this is really happening. I seen another video, apparently that's how they open the door if you locked your key inside of your room. But now people with terrible intentions have found this out and now is preying on people. Be aware. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this video in the comments.
Make sure you always hit that latch when you're in a hotel room. Hit that latch and hit the other little lock too, just in case. You never know. Don't just trust the door to lock behind you. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't even know who has a key to your room. What if somebody really wants to get in that room?
Verb, the cup, what is that about, bro? Because I seen a dude touch the cup and something happened to his hand.
Oh, look. Keep in mind what he told you. He said, no, I'm going to handle things a different way. That's his cup of souls. If you touch that cup or go in the room with it, he got you.
Hang the phone up.
He got you.
So in a negative way?
Any way he
Okay, Verb, can you tell me this? He has money twisted together like a fat joint and the tips is burnt in the jar.
Oh, no.
Come on. Why you telling what's in the cup for? It ain't got nothing to do with it.
Why you hiding the cup? Now we hiding the cup. What does that mean,
We supposed to do an interview. Hang up. We supposed to be. Hey, let me get a light, gang.
Is the money in a jar?
Money in a jar twisted like a big fat blunt, but it's burnt at the ends. Now he's lighting. What is that?
Sage.
He's lighting sage.
It's too late now. It's too late.
Listen.
Why? Because I detected something?
It's too like for every. If you notice something about that dollar that's twisted, that means destroy and take families. That motherfucker's different, man.
That's for me? No, because it was already done before I got here.
It was already done.
He didn't know I was coming.
Yeah, I didn't know he was coming. That was somebody else. That's for somebody else. And hey, Verb, listen. Do you know you can't talk to
them $100 bills you burnt?
Hey, do you know you can't talk stuff you talking, Verb?
It look like it's about 5, 6 of them turned together.
He is getting y'all up out of there, man.
Hey, Verb, you know you can't do what you're doing. Hey, what you pull up on me, Verb?
Hey, Wack, check this out with him. That's a vengeful little motherfucker, man. He a shapeshifter. You gotta watch him.
Well, I don't think I've done anything to rub him the wrong way. I think he felt some kind of way. I popped up at his house, but I think my energy and the conversation is balancing that out. He ain't coming off like I ain't seen him get on the phone and text the security. He ain't did none of that.
Okay, so it's a positive, nice meeting, right?
Yeah, I mean, I come with that energy. That's my intentions anyway.
He straight no way.
That's a blessing, then.
I grew up with this nigga A-Verb. Who they call nigga I grew up with? That's crazy. I grew up with him. Like that's about like
no A-Verb.
Gang, that's about like his kids.
Let me ask A-Verb this because you said some shit about St. Louis, and I told you I don't think you was qualified to say that.
All right, ask him.
He said St. Louis started gangbanging following the movie Colors, and I'm like, I don't know about that, and it's kind of sound crazy, and I didn't want that out there. If
Colors
that
came out, yeah,
but it wasn't people coming to the city.
Hold on, wait. Colors was a very influential movie. A lot of them LA movies fucked the world up. But to my knowledge, it was the gangs from your way that came out there.
That's what
they came. But I'm saying when we first started banging, we saw it on TV. Then they came. They came.
So
and shot.
Verb, is your projects Hoover's?
No, Verb, crib.
But where do you get Hoover from then?
I just told you, gang. It's different where I'm from than where you from.
Where'd you get that from?
I moved from over there. I moved to somewhere else.
Oh.
So when I moved somewhere else.
You moved or they ran you out of there?
No, I moved. Listen, at that age, where we was living at, bro, nobody really lived there. I don't think you get it, bro. It's in Normandy, but it's in Paysdale, but it's not in Paysdale, but no one gets out that building. It's right next to a cemetery, bro. So when I moved there, I moved to a new place. I moved to Pond Line. All right, I moved somewhere else. But sir, it was different.
It's crazy because for Verb to say they trained him in politics and him to be what he was to the battle rap community makes sense on why he was always a step ahead of everybody.
No, that's true.
And guess what my apartment number was? 314, which is St. Louis area code.
He ain't lying. Look, the crazy part about it, I didn't think that nobody would ever talk about my past. And then I know he don't want to put that video out too now.
What video?
The video out about my past. Like Verb don't want to be talking all about my past. I know this now. Now I know who doing it.
Well, he ain't gonna hide nothing. Verb don't care. You know you can't whoop him.
I ain't gonna try to whoop him. But I know for a fact he the one doing it.
You know you can't out talk him. You can't.
I was just asking 4th grade. I asked him.
4th grade said.
I swear to God, ask him.
Verb, he whooped
4th grade.
4th grade.
Well, you think he was really trying to like shed some light on what 607 Ankh, or is it Ankh 607? Either way, on what he's got going on with his cup? I think so. I think the cup does have some spiritual vibes to it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's definitely some spells and stuff that he'd be having going on.
So I'm at the World Fair, last building of the World Fair, and this gives you a sense of how these buildings are built. Look at that.
Yeah.
That being in there, and it's just not facading. And what's this in here as well? A lot of details you see. At least they're building a new library. Yeah. This is what remains. Just a park.
Crazy.
It is such a beautiful, beautiful building. I wish more was still here. What remains of the 1893 Chicago World Fair? A park. And then one building. We have one building left. What the fuck?
I think there might be some more buildings. I think they're just hidden. Like, I think Soldier Field is an old world building. I think the Field Museum and the Shed Aquarium were also old world buildings that have been converted. And I think there's more down there. There's like this big center, right? Like this conference center, I should say. I think it's got a different name for it, but it's like a conference center where they hold events. And I think this building it's a pretty big building. I think that's an old world building too. So they just hide these buildings, a lot of them. They tore some down, but the other ones, they just kind of like hide and put like veneers over it in certain ways, and then you'll never know.
We should have kept more.
Would have been nice, but we'll never know.
Why isn't anybody talking about the fact that there has been a mass kidnapping in Virginia? From August 1st till today, August 12th,
What?
50 children have gone missing in Virginia. There are no news stories speaking about this. There are no higher officials speaking about this. This is 50 children. Look at this shit. We're not going to sit here and act like this is not happening. Look at all these children. Why hasn't there been any news coverage? Look at all of these kids, man. Come on, y'all.
Yo, what's going on?
Look at this shit, man. This is sad right here. All of these children are missing. No news coverage. Nobody seeing anything. I'm gonna sit this right here, man. You're gonna sit right here. This don't make no sense, man. A mass kidnapping. Who's taking all these children? This can be any one of our children here. Any one of us. As parents, somebody got to step up, man. We got to make this viral, man. Apparently something is going on in Virginia that we do not know about. But people need to see this. Higher officials need to see this. Higher officials need to hear about this. For real.
That in the Commonwealth, noting that there's not been a surge or spike of missing children right now. Now, according to VSP last week, 88 children were reported missing to the Virginia Missing Children's Clearinghouse. That's 11 less reports than the 2025 weekly average. But VSP says most of those children are runaways, and many return shortly after their families report them missing. And again, even though VSP says there's no investigation into any mass abductions, they want to remind folks to always take precautions to keep children safe, such as never leaving a child alone in a car and making sure your child knows not to trust strangers. Brianna Fallon, 13 News Now.
Seems like they're trying to hide something. Because why even put that out, talking about debunked it right on the news? I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Watch his neck, huh? Yo, I ain't never seen that in real life. I still didn't see it in real life, I guess. Now they're spying on us to sense any clue they can eliminate us. Yo! You can see through things with these cameras, yo. These infrared cameras and stuff, and they're everywhere. They cloned Tyrone Lab. Updated. Yo, that house does look spooky.
Alright, y'all. I said 5K likes and we going in this motherfucker. 5K likes, we going in this motherfucker.
Yo.
Oh shit, that motherfucker say.
It's like lock for real.
Shit, fool. It say door not opening. We knock on that motherfucker. Damn, that motherfucker hard.
Got a steel door.
Fuck.
What is BPS, y'all?
They got a lab in that motherfucker, gang. Well, look, let's check the backyard out. We at the back of that motherfucker, gang. Alright. Let's see, what this is? Gotta be a way in. Gotta be. So I just spoke with the locals. They said that the bank foreclosed on it years ago. update. This motherfucker was foreclosed 20 years ago. Damn.
20?
And they said it's been like that since.
Who mows
so
the
y'all
lawn?
tell me what y'all think, bro. Hey, if this shit gain traction for real, y'all, I'm gonna come right back to this motherfucker and we gonna break in. And y'all, look at the motherfucking chimney on this junk.
That look like a newer... Yo, what's going on in there?
This look like a brand new chimney. And I seen that somebody pointed out in the comments that this roof looks awfully new for it to be foreclosed 20 years ago, gang. So look, y'all run this shit up. I'm gonna come back tomorrow or in 2 days and see if we can get in through the back way, because I did see that little railing. On God, I'm bringing a crowbar. Oh yeah, and before I leave, what y'all think of this hill, though? It's just a random-ass hill. Just a random-ass hill.
There probably was something right there, right? They probably own that land, too. Yo.
On God. Why? Why is there just a random-ass hill? Random as hell. But all right, y'all, stay tuned.
Eat more chicken. There was a K on there. It wasn't just a C. They be trying to get us.
Hey guys, so I'm currently walking to get food and I saw this sign and I thought you would find it interesting. It says, warning, these cell towers are the same reason California and Maui burned down. If you live within a half mile, your home could be next. Signed, U.S. Army informant.
Oh, no.
Interesting.
Oh, no.
So what do we think about that? Thoughts, feelings, ideas? Let me know.
Maybe you've heard about the Great Glitter Conspiracy of 2018, but did you know that the Adirondack Mountains have mines of glitter? From up here at the Adams Fire Tower, the view is insane. But beneath all those trees, there's a forgotten mining town that might just hold the clues to the glitter conspiracy. Alright, so let's go back to the beginning. In the 1820s, these two pioneers, McIntyre and Henderson, thought that they struck gold when they found iron at the head of the Hudson River in New York. So they built this village in the Adirondacks, which is now called Tajas, or as it's locally pronounced, Tahawas. If you visit the Upper Works area in the High Peaks region, you can still see all the remnants. Anyway, once they got started on the town, there was a problem. The iron ore had this impurity that they couldn't smelt even at like the extreme high temperatures, and it's called titanium dioxide. As you can imagine, it basically made the site useless at the time, especially because they were miles away from any railroad or road system, and the iron would have been too heavy to move through the mountains by wagons anyway. After one of the founders, Henderson, unalived in a tragic accident, which you can read about on one of the memorials at the river, the town just kind of faded away and was abandoned by the 1850s. 20 years go by.
I wonder if this town was ever even a real thing, you know? Because you know how they do with history, right? And they rewrite things and give you his story. Like a whole town that they built, but yet they weren't able to... They built it for iron, right? Apparently. Yet they weren't able to transport the iron because they only had wagons and buggies. How are they able to bring the stone and the brick and the masonry and all of that to even build the town in the first place? I don't know. Things that make me question reality.
And now wealthy New York elites wanted to turn this ghost town into like a private club, the Tawas Club, and they got the name from the indigenous word that meant cloud splitter, which was the original name of Mount Marcy, which is the highest peak in New York. Side point, Mount Marcy was renamed in honor of a white governor, erasing the indigenous name completely. The hunting club just wanted that name to kind of be like aesthetically cool, I guess. I don't know. I don't claim to know what rich white people think, but among those rich white people, a very famous visitor came, Theodore Roosevelt, and there is an infamous story about him in 1901. While he was staying at a cottage here, he received word that President McKinley had been unalive, and he left by midnight stagecoach and emerged from the wilderness as the new president of the United States. There's a rock in the woods here with like a plaque that talks about it, but I didn't really try to find it, I'm not gonna lie. Now, what you've been waiting for. Let's fast forward to World War II, and suddenly that worthless titanium dioxide was now like hot stuff, okay? The mineral is how we get some paints and pigments, sunscreen, like other cosmetics, you know, toothpaste, and yes, glitter. It was super strong, but it was also a lightweight metal, and it doesn't rust, and obviously will survive extreme heat, which sucked for when they were trying to smelt it, but now it has its own use. The National Lead Company bought the land, they built a railroad, created this whole new mining town, and they had operations going from 1941 all the way through 1989, and it supplied materials for both industry and military use. But by the late 1980s, at that point, global colonization and extraction just made it cheaper for companies to mine in Africa and Australia. And on top of that, the NL industry was already dealing with a bunch of other lawsuits over their environmental cover-ups and the toxic exposure from the lead. So the mine closed. And all that titanium dioxide is still there. The land around it kind of just sat abandoned for years. Then something sus happened. In 2003, this nonprofit called the Open Space Institute just quietly bought over 10,000 acres in this area. They did transfer some of it to New York State to be added to the forest preserve, and there was a small zone that was stored, including this stuff, like the Roosevelt McNaughton Cottage, which actually officially reopened after being restored in August this year. But the way they did it just kind of gives me weird vibes. They did it super quietly, and they were working with the local government officials. It's just weird in itself, especially for them to acquire a no longer profitable site. So at first it sounds like a conservation success story, until you remember the glitter conspiracy. That's where it kind of starts to feel even more off. In 2018, this glitter rep told the New York Times that they couldn't say who their biggest buyer was. So obviously we all spiraled. Who else would have that kind of secrecy?
NASA. I bet it's NASA. I don't know why I say that. They probably put glitter in the sky, in the atmosphere, and it reflects certain things like light. I don't know. Maybe they use it for their rockets since it's so heat resistant. I have no clue.
And power and why? Now we connect the OSI, right? The OSI isn't just about saving trees. They're managing land at policy level. They're shaping what land is preserved, what gets developed, what is all off limits, and who has access to it. They literally work hand in hand with the state and federal agencies. They have all these board members tied to the Rockefellers, state officials, old money landowners, urban planning even, real estate, and all these different elite financial networks. They buy up land near former military, industrial, or mineral-rich sites, and then they make it legally untouchable. And often they will close it off from public or just future development. Does it have anything to do with a glitter conspiracy? I'm not sure, but the middle ground is there's no real proof that the titanium from here went directly to stealth tech or glitter ever. But it is used in high-tech reflective coatings, and the glitter industry will refuse to disclose where that large amount goes. Then we have the NL industries that have military contracts and a shady past. Now OSI with this pattern of quietly acquiring strategic land, often away from the public view. So maybe it has nothing to do with the glitter, but when you zoom out, what you start to see is that a former military-linked mining site that's rich in classified use mineral is later bought by a nonprofit that kind of has some shady funding and policy-level influence. So is it conservation, or is it power being exercised quietly to strategically control the land? Who knows? But next time you're hiking through the high peaks, come take a look at this old abandoned mining town and see for yourself.
I ain't seen nobody did crying.
I don't care. I told you, stop playing with me.
This motherfucker cut my baby hair out of here. Look at that shit. That shit sad. Hurt my baby feel.
Now wait.
But you don't hurt the dad. You hurt my baby. My baby sat there for 2 hours. My baby sat there for 2 hours.
That's bogus. That's bogus. The reason why? She didn't get the money. Didn't give her the money. He went instead and took her to get her hair done himself. She probably was like, I need some money because your daughter need her hair done. And he said, oh, bet. I got her. I'm going to just take her to get her hair done. Dropped her off. He was like, she didn't really need her hair done. I just needed some money. That's how I be working, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say it. But something melted all of these old sites. Yeah, who built this? Who carved a lion into the mountain? Oh, that's a handprint? Oh, nah. What's going on in U-Haul? Yo. That's crazy. It's too many people that go missing. What is this?
Hey, 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 hey. Hey,
Spirit creature?
Sit. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.
Why were all mountains under the ocean? Good question. There was floods. Look at that. A shell at the top of the ocean. You know, I always wondered how you get like broken rock and rubble on top of mountains. Because shouldn't that be like the peak? They shouldn't be touched or shouldn't have broken slabs of stone everywhere. Even more shells.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person.
Oh, snap.
That's
What the heck?
£200 off
Yo.
for a family of 4.
Oh,
We've
nah.
got
And
millions
they got on
of
and started
free
running.
child place holidays available, with 22 kilograms of baggage included.
Well, humans used to build. Look how grand this is and in detail. I'm sure we could still build these things. But will we? No. Oh, what is that? Oh, is that tentacles on the rabbit's face? What in the Squidward / Sandy is going on right now, yo?
I'm going to show you the rest of the video, but let me give you some backstory as quickly as I can. Clyde, North Carolina. Young black man is delivering mulch to a landfill dump spot. Okay, he gets there 45 minutes early, parks by the gate. Employee comes and says, normally everybody parks up the road and waits, doesn't come this far down. He said, I'm sorry, I've never been here before. The guy said, no big deal. I'm going to open the gate. Don't come in till 6:30. The owner of the place's son comes shortly after and goes, no, you shouldn't have been down here. Now, you got to go behind everyone who's arrived since you and wait in line behind them. He said, we say a few words about it. And then I follow the instructions and go back there. He's sitting back there waiting. And all of a sudden, that same guy and 5 of his friends come rolling up. He has a pistol on his hip and he starts yelling about, you took my phone. He said 30 to 40 minutes of him, accusing him of taking his phone and demanding to search his truck before he finally says, fine, just search my truck. And the guy does and doesn't find the phone. Then his dad shows up. They check the cameras and go, okay, and let him go. He goes to dump his load just like this. It's ridiculous. In the meantime, that guy apparently finds the phone, according to him, on the ground outside where his truck was. Like he couldn't have dropped it there. No, he assumes that he stole it and then had thrown it by the truck. So he comes flying up the hill with the same 5 guys again and starts threatening it. And then they get 2 bulldozers and flip over his trailer and tip his truck over in a side. That's not on video, but this other exchanges. And this is absolutely insane. Crazy. That man had to believe he was about to record his own lynching. That was the energy that was there. That's what it felt like was going to happen. And the fact that he was able to walk away from that, he is exceptionally lucky. But that is unacceptable. He needs an attorney. This is Clyde, North Carolina, again, that business. Apparently it was the owner and his son that did all that stuff. This is insane. Anyone who can help, I'm going to tag him on TikTok. Please reach out to him. But this is unacceptable. And I want to hear what long...
Yo, that is crazy wild, man. The world is wild right now. Here we go. Old country bunking motherfuckers. Look, take the keys out the car. Oh, nah. See, I'm good on being a truck driver. Infrared cameras can see through what our eyes can't. This is proof of our flat level and topographical plane. Watch until the end.
You know, indoctrination started while we were still naive, programming our beliefs. That inertia is the reason we don't feel the earth spinning. Hello, can you
See how
hear
far
me?
out that is, and it's still a flat
Did you
plane.
ever stop to
Just saying.
question the confession of gravity as a theory? Funny thing, force alone can be explained with buoyancy and density. The sun is closer than what they've told us, not 90 million miles away.
It sure ain't.
Hello from the inside. I'm here to tell you not to lie. And there never was a space probe, and those planets you flapped so wandering stars. Operation Fishbowl. There never was a South Pole. We're surrounded by walls of ice, and we clearly live inside of a glass door.
That's a whole city over there. That's crazy.
How are you? Did you get a chance to join Flight Earth and Globe discussion group to discover all the truth? How the sun, the moon, the stars are all revolving around you. There's no more secret. The earth is stationary, it is fixed, unmovable. Hello from the brighter side. They fooled you with that CGI. While sending rockets into the sea and then faking ISS speed. No matter how high you go, horizons far too high level. Look out from the world's greatest fiction. Show you won't need your glow, goggles and more. Over 120 scriptures support the geocentric design of this earth. Railroads, bridges, lighthouses, sail conjectures, limits. Don't be fooled by perspective.
Yo, it's crazy how much you can see.
Unlimited vision, hiding those ships, compasses and gyroscopes. Prove the earth is not a globe. Moonlight, star trails,
That's crazy. You can see all of that.
Believe me, if I told you that all of the continents are actually connected and you can get to Africa through the Grand Canyon.
Who says you can't walk to Africa from America?
How? Let's see.
Where are you from?
India.
India? What, you too?
Yeah.
How long have you been walking?
All day.
Did you fly into Mexico and then walk the rest?
Walk.
But where did you fly into? How do you walk from India? Are you from India too?
Pakistan.
Oh, Pakistan. Bangladesh. Okay. Walk from India?
India, Punjab.
India?
Just to make sure you're on the same page, they walked from Iran, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, into Mexico, and into America. Oh, it's about to get better. So go ahead and like this video, share it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And leave me a comment to let me know what you think.
The Grand Canyons is the gateway.
Let's see how.
Discovery that will blow your mind.
So that's the Grand Canyon right there. And this is Africa.
Now, how many times have you taken a trip across the pond, as they call it? And it was like a 9+ hour flight. And sometimes it came with a layover. You see this? I'm about to show you the real deal. Take a look. I want you to see how close North and South America actually are to one another. North America and Asia. Asia and Europe. Europe and Australia. Asia and Africa. Asia and Europe.
Well, Asia and Europe's clearly one big landmass. Like, there's nothing at all separating that. Like, even if you look at the maps that they give us now, it's Eurasia. You know what I'm saying? It's literally the same continent. Like the other ones, if you look at the maps, right, you can kind of say, oh, well, this is a continent. And I can kind of see how this one would be, right? Because they're big land masses with just like little small sections that connect to the other landmass. But with Asia and Europe, I mean, there's no denying. I don't even know how you got Europe from Asia. I would have just called it all Asia.
Russia and the U.S. If either of them try to bomb the other, all of us will go. We're too close together. That's good news. Drum rolls, please. The famous Bering Strait that the people who became the Native Americans crossed from their homelands of Siberia and Mongolia to come into the United States to become the natives of America. As you can clearly see, it does not really look like this. It looks more like this. Please tell me I'm not the only one that can see the writing on the wall, that it doesn't take a 10-hour flight. And layovers are not even necessary to go across the pond in either direction. So what does that tell you? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. As always, they suppress my content and they don't allow very many people to view my videos. They don't want you guys to know the truth. So I'm gonna need y'all's help by doing these things here. Thank you in advance.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Oh, snap. Yo. That's scary. Why are you out there?
The mix used to be at a local Dollar Tree.
What have we here?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Oh my God.
Those her nails?
What is that?
Yo, why do nails grow so long? Yo. What's the purpose? Yo. Like, that's crazy when you think about it. Do toenails grow that long too? That's crazy.
You can see it's just a girl's cute Easter dress. It came with like matching shorts. There's like bunny.
Don't put your kids, specifically your young girls, in any Easter anything. If you know what Easter really is, right? If you've done your research to find out what the holiday of Easter is about, you wouldn't want your children, especially your little girls, having anything to do with Easter.
And there's eggs and jelly beans and baby chicks. And one day when she was napping, I just figured I would just take a peek and see what they actually said. Want to have an Easter egg hunt under the covers?
See? Nope.
This coupon entitles you to 1 free peep show.
See?
Let's pretend we're rabbits and do whatever comes naturally. This one's kind of hard to read, but something along the line of my tulips want to be on your tulips. I'll nibble your. And then the weirdest one, you've been the best husband and friend a girl could ever ask for. Like,
why on a little kid's shirt?
I'm talking about those children removed from their homes intentionally for profit. Children are seized unnecessarily from their families due to the federal aid created in 1974 entitled the Adoption and Safe Families Act. It offers financial incentives to the states that increase adoption numbers. To receive the adoption incentives or bonuses, local CPS must have more children. They must have more merchandise to sell. Funding is available when a child is placed in a foster home with strangers or placed in a mental health facility and medicated, usually against the parents' wishes. Parents are victimized by the system that makes a profit for holding children longer and bonuses for not returning children.
That's crazy. Robo fight. Wait, what?
All right, guys, I'm back.
What?
I'm gonna do a short video right here. This is from my local farmer here in Northwest Louisiana. I just got back. Y'all can see. This is what real meat looks like. Watch this. Stand by.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand by and see you do this.
So you don't see. This is from the local farmer.
What is this though?
Nothing.
A gizzard?
Solid. It's not tenderized. I know y'all think I was tenderizing that meat, but no. This is what a real cut looks like. And it's hard. It's tender, don't get me wrong. I can't pull it apart with my fingers and have a bunch of strings in it. I'll talk to you guys later, Chad and Pat. I'm out.
So that's the real beef. Now how is this happening? Is there like some pressure under there? Some air pressure or something? This was Chicago. Flooded in Chicago. Everywhere's flooding. It just flooded in Milwaukee. What's up with all the floods? I hope it don't flood here. I'm in the basement, y'all. If it flood here, it's all over. I'm just saying. They finna short circuit everything I got going on in here.
streets are flooded. Look at that. Yeah.
Fresh kicks are one of the devil's tricks. Sounds silly, right?
Kind of.
Maybe not. Before I really get into it, let's look at some symbolism, such as Champion, who's made shoes and apparel for a really long time. Big in the 90s and recently made a comeback.
True.
Well, who's the champion? Apparently the devil believes so, because the logo is a laughing devil. Here's a big one, Nike, which I believe the logo is more Saturn symbolism, and Nike is the Greek goddess of victory, aka a fallen angel.
Did anybody know that? Nike's the Greek goddess of victory. No wonder Nike is so big in sports. Who is Adidas?
And Adidas, pretty close to more pyramid symbolism, but one thing is for sure, they're famous for the 3 stripes. Each shoe has 3 stripes on the outside and the inside. Perhaps 33 symbolism. After all, the Leaf logo has a 3 on one side and a 3 on the other. Is it a coincidence that the Reebok logo can be mirrored more ways than one to resemble a square and compass? I had to cut off the top and bottom, but you see it. The other Reebok logo, pyramid symbolism. Fila, pyramid symbolism. New Balance, coming in hot with some 33 symbolism. Vans, with the checkered symbolism. Interesting year as well. The list goes on. 1, the amount of money people are tricked into spending on it. 2, the countless false idols attached to these shoes. Which, by the way, there's a reason he always put the tongue out. If you know, you know. I digress. Next on the list is the trends people are tricked into following, such as red bottoms. Again, if you know, you know. And did you know there's another meaning to the word shoe, which is a second bad thing that happens or might happen after something bad has already happened?
What?
I wonder if that's more mockery, because most shoes are actually bad for you. There's an assortment of issues that can be caused simply by your shoes. Meanwhile, putting your feet on some grass or some soil offers a variety of mental and physical benefits. Big Pharma doesn't want you to know that most medications can be avoided through grounding and fasting. There's always truth hidden within words, such as we call this the heel and the soul. With each step, heel, soul. Does my opening statement still sound silly?
It doesn't now. More flooding in Chicago. This is crazy.
One sandwich in, and I'm trying to figure out, is even in the inside of these bitches.
What is that? Hot and spicy McChicken? Ew.
I'm not gonna cook that here.
Rubber.
It won't break. Look, it won't break.
What is it? A potato?
This has gotta go.
It took that much to get it to break.
This is gonna go.
Not a single person is tearing up right now.
Oh, it's an onion. Ew, plastic watermelon. What are they trying to feed us?
Opened up the fake chicken. This is that science lab made meat. Ringy.
This does not look like a steak.
That does not look like a steak at all. So, did you guys see my video earlier today where the guy showed us a real steak? I think it was steak. I don't know. It was some type of beef. It was like chopped up, but it was thick. You couldn't really separate it. What is this?
Here we go, guys. Would you eat lab-grown meat?
What is that?
Or do you think that we don't know enough? Comment below, share, follow. Thanks, guys.
Dear internet, first of all, I soaked this meat in a vinegar, and yes, it changed color. Like, it went from pink to brown. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just the vinegar that got in there. But why is this beef holographic? The whole piece of fish.
That ain't no fish. Don't know what that is.
Look at that. It's like...
Give you chills.
OVNI captado en Metepec, México.
What? What was that?
Mis ahorros, mi dinero, tanto que me costó.
Yeah, flooding ain't no joke.
Folks have this big problem of headlights. That's the boat, and all animals do. The ape has to groom himself all day long, picking the bugs out of their hair. Why? Because he has straight hair. Straight hair is animal hair. And therefore, our women spend $15 billion a year to have hair that has headlights. But
crazy.
Fortunately, it goes down to the roots. Your straight hair has to come from the root. Because the straight hair comes through a round follicle, not an elliptical follicle like human hair, like our hair does. So we've been programmed to believe it. Now, what I have here, right here, is a picture of a Rubicon. Now, what is a Rubicon? Well, a few years ago, they found that the pesticides that they were using on straight hair to kill the headlights was losing its effectiveness. If you go into a drugstore, I don't know if you all have Rite Aid in New York. Well, you go into Rite Aid and you say, where's the counter for the headlights? They'll point you over to a counter where they have all kinds of pesticide. And they have 19 types of chemicals. But these chemicals are losing their effectiveness, they're losing their power. So the scientists went to the laboratory and came up with an electronic comb called a Robicone. Now the Robicone kills the headlights electronically, and you hear it. It can zap, zap, zap. You can hear it when it kills alerts.
Yo. Better get y'all Robicombs. That's crazy. I've never dealt with lice. I wonder why. Probably because I don't have hair, huh? Ooh, y'all didn't know where I was going with that one, huh?
Y'all hear that shit? What the fuck is they doing up there? Now what the fuck do that sound like?
I'm gonna show you something you didn't know was there because you can't see it unless you have one of these microscopes from the TikTok shop. Look at all the names of all these states. They are all on the top of that building there. And unless you have a microscope like this, you are not going to know that they're there. Check it out. Click the link in the bottom left corner. This microscope is awesome. Look at the fine lines, the details that it gives you. Amazing. LED lights on the bottom, has an SD card slot on it. You can take pictures. The microscope is just awesome. Look at that. Have you ever seen him like that?
Never.
On a $5 bill? No, not unless you have a microscope like this. It's on the TikTok shop. Click the link in the bottom left corner to get one.
You can probably see a bunch of stuff with that microscope. Like there's probably a bunch of hidden symbolism.
I was right. Me and Am got on the train to come home, and oh my god, what is that on my?
Oh!
My eyelash hanging off.
I dang near jumped with her. Yeah, the weather in Chicago just been crazy in general. They're probably out there fighting in the skies, intergalactic wars.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save
That's
£50
crazy.
per person. That's £200 off.
See, that's what happens when you buy your roller coasters from Temu.
Life does not.
Please read your kids' clothes. What? See? Why would that be on a Spider-Man shirt?
Can you break down the biggest brainwashing they did to us?
Greatest, Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the greatest brainwashing was to turn us away from the land. Because when we turn away from the land, we're turning away from our ability to be independent and to be free. So when I read that he said that, I was like, man, there's a lot of brainwashing that happened with us as a people when we and going through, the transatlantic slave trade and slavery. But the greatest brainwashing was to turn us away from the land. And when you get into this land and you get into growing and you get into being productive, you begin to really see like what exactly that we were turned away from. But just the way we were turned away from it, we could turn back to it and pick up these skills again and get back into the soil and reconnect so that we can start growing for ourselves and being productive on the land.
Absolutely. So let's get into it. And how lucrative can this industry get, brother?
Well, we could study America. They took cotton and made billions and trillions of dollars. To your point, cotton was first for them, but that wasn't the end. In the South, they was growing cotton. In the North, they had the Industrial Revolution, where they was converting cotton into products that they was selling all over the world to help them become a rich country.
So that's group economics again, isn't it?
100% group economics. Because if I grow the cotton and my brother, manufactures the clothes, we have now an economic system that somebody can't cut off. Your competition can't come to you and go to your supplier and say, no, don't sell them these clothing items anymore, which is something that we struggle with as a people anytime we get into economics.
Look! This is the eye of the trenches!
The Simpsons predicted the Texas floods, and now their latest prediction is seriously disturbing. Just listen to this.
Great blackout. We have no power and no prospects of getting it.
What is it? What is it? We'll never know! Don't worry, kids. The government will help. The government cannot help itself, let alone you. So to take your minds off your troubles, I propose some kind of games, either hunger or squid. And just 3 days ago, Trump flagged this exact 3.
No, I'm not kidding. You don't have to hook into the grid, which is old, and
could be taken out. If it's taken out, they wouldn't have any way to get any electricity.
You don't have to hit us with missiles. Just knock out the grid and boom. No electricity, no communication. And he's right. They've been warning us. What are you gonna do when you wake up and your phone doesn't work? No texts, no calls, no news. And the government, they can't help themselves, let alone you. The only source of power left is the sun.
I think it's all a big play to trick us into accepting something else. You get what I'm saying? Like trying to fearmonger us into this blackout. So therefore there's going to be like something new is going to come from that, right? I don't know what that new is, but they're trying to implement something new. That's just my thoughts, right? What do you guys think? Yo. If she don't turn them windshield wipers off on that dry window, that must squeak like, yo. Oh, that's crazy.
They said the revolution will not be televised, and I never understood what that meant. Like, it never made. I was like, okay. But then I hear there have been music festivals going on in several cities for a week straight, and you can't even Google it. It's not on the news. You have to call it a music festival to even hear anything about it. Who benefits from us not knowing this information?
Wright Brothers Construction Company, Incorporated, is aware of a video circulating on social media involving a confrontation at one of our project sites. The footage is upsetting and does not reflect the standard of professionalism and respect we expect on any job site where our name is represented. We want to be clear. The language and behavior displayed in the video are unacceptable. While not all individuals involved have been confirmed as Wright Brothers employees, we are actively investigating to determine the facts and the roles of those present. Preliminary accounts indicate that some of our employees attempted to de-escalate the situation when a member of the public arrived at an active construction zone, filming and refusing repeated requests to leave or lower their phone for safety reasons. Regardless of the circumstances, threats, hateful language, and any form of discrimination have no place on our projects or within our company. We are taking immediate steps to identify those involved, assess any violations of our code of conduct, and apply disciplinary action where appropriate. Wright Brothers Construction is committed to fostering a work environment and public presence built on respect, accountability, and integrity. We are initiating additional training for all supervisory personnel focused on conflict resolution.
Wow.
You guys, these
Oh.
caterpillars.
What the
Oh,
heck?
he hid. They're making cocoons. Look, they're everywhere.
Yo no sabía que los pinos hacían eso.
And then look.
Vénmela.
See, that's just nasty. Look at that. Look, it's coming
He's
up.
bringing it inside to close his cocoon.
That just look crazy.
And they're
No lo puedo
everywhere.
creer.
Literally. They're everywhere on this tree.
Damn.
That's so cool. Look. Look at it. He's got a piece of green thing in his mouth.
Están buscando.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Yo, he must have followed him all the way
free
here.
Child Place holidays available, with 22 kilograms of baggage included.
You got
Book
lucky.
now with Jet2 holidays.
Lucky.
Package holidays you can trust.
Where is this? Yo, I got a big Buddha over there. Just in the middle of nowhere. Oh, snap. They got the guns drawn on them. What's really going on here? Gone. I wonder what was really going on there. I used to play a game back in the day. I think it was Need for Speed, and you'd have to get chased by the police, and then you'd run over those. I'd be like, dang. Now you riding on the rim.
You see what they on with me, folks? I'm not on none of that. Look, we not on none of that. Bro, what is y'all on, folks? Y'all harassing people, gang. Look. Stop. Folks, what is it? Look.
Stop. What is Detained for what? For walking? Talking about some stop. Them to be the ones I'd be scared of. The unmarked cars. Like, I don't know what you got going on, man. Me wondering why Kellogg is waiting, taking out the toxic dye from you. Oh, I see. Man, people got to start writing their sentences a little bit better so I can read them. Or maybe I just don't know how to read. Me wondering why Kellogg is waiting, taking out the toxic dye from U.S. products by the end of 2027 and not just do it right now. Why? They want more people to get sick. Too big of a process. Maybe by 2027 we'll forget about it. I don't know. What's the reason? Shouldn't they have put an on in between waiting and taking? I don't know. I can't read, y'all.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday.
Oh, wow.
Man, dude, I want to know if the dude in the background that was partying with him, dude. I didn't know if he died or not.
Right.
Dude.
What was that?
Dude, you're over there partying with him, dude. You need to be running, man. The concert done summoned some demons, dude. Get out of there, dude.
Get out of there. Did you see the teeth? Nah, man.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person.
Okay, boss man.
Off for a family of 4.
Wait. Is there? Why didn't I see anybody in the driver's seat?
Every time it's something happening to women and children, kids coming up missing, they start promoting shit that don't matter. Like Popeye's chicken sandwiches and shit.
Crazy, right? Crazy. What's up with ice cream trucks at night? I've seen a lot of these on TikTok lately. Y'all know what's going on with that?
The entire space is actually water. It might be water in a different...
What? They finally telling us what we've been telling y'all for how long? That space, it's water. Water's above, water's below. I don't know. Maybe he's going to say something else to kind of deter away from that. But you never really hear anybody say that. I don't even know who this guy is, though.
State, not H2O, but H3O2 or whatever other form of water that you can. We're only scratching the surface of the knowledge of what water is and how it can morph and form different phases of water. And what we do know, absolutely do know, is that NASA has been telling us for at least 30 years that space is filled with water. There's water everywhere in space. Now, if this is new to you, if you've not heard this before, then please watch one of my lectures, but I'll be doing a lot more presentations on this. And they've been saying this, putting this out over and over in press releases, how much water there is, and, supercluster galaxies shooting out bullets of water and water from Orion and water at the edge of our solar system, that our entire solar system is surrounded by water.
Look at him. Look at it. Look at what y'all parents did. See, this is why reading's supposed to be fundamental. Y'all don't even take the time out to read the instructions that's on the list that they give y'all to go school shopping. So y'all know the spray grounds backpack that everybody parents were buying the kids to start off in school, right? Apparently, the parents didn't get the memo. On the school list, it say clear book bags. Yes, clear. And they went and bought spray ground book bags. And now they kids don't have nothing to walk around and hold. You know what? The kids got to hold their stuff in their hands now.
I miss the days when all the parents were broke. And only like 2 or 3 kids could afford that. And they was the rich kids. Everybody else just got a regular book bag from Walmart or some. Just a regular little book bag. Look cool, right? Wear it on one shoulder. You know, wear my Birdman lugs, just switch out the shoestring colors to match my shirt because I got a plain shirt on. Like, I miss the days when you could get fresh just putting some stuff together. Go to Family Dollar and get your little outfit. I mean, there are some people going to Walmart now and saying, hey, ain't nothing wrong with getting a Walmart outfit. But, like, these book bags are $100 at least, right? And each kid has one. Almost every kid has one.
Because the teacher took them. Now all the parents is at the school causing an uproar over some book bags. If y'all would have read the fine print, that's why they always send it out early. Y'all be trying to go school shopping last minute. They sent the school supply list out early. That gave y'all more than enough time to get y'all stuff. Now y'all parents at the school acting a fool. School just started 2 days ago. It ain't even been a week. I'm talking about the parents ready to fight the teachers, the principals. Shit, they ready to go to war with the security. Now I just know the kids are embarrassed. See, this what happens when you want your kid to stand out. Just follow the rules. Ain't nothing wrong with y'all starting off with a clear book bag. It ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
Maybe in the middle of the year, then y'all can change y'all book bag. But the school just starting. So let me get this straight. Y'all complain about school supply being high. But then y'all turn around and buy an expensive spray ground book bag over the clear book bag, the cheap one. I just don't get it.
I just don't get it either.
Nothing beats a
Yo.
Jet2 holiday.
What is that?
Right now, you can save £50
What is
per
that?
person. That's too.
Nobody had a medical alarm go off, did you?
They always ruining something.
They said it could have been accidental. They knew it could have been accidental.
Oh, so this is in Virginia where all the missing cases have been. That's why the ice cream trucks are out there. At nighttime though? Nah, man. You know that thing that the cop had earlier? They rolled it out onto the street to pop the tires. We need some of those so somebody can go out and be like, hey, the ice cream truck's coming. Pop the tires, run up on them. What you doing? You ain't got no ice cream in this truck. Where the kids? That's what we need to do. Instead of just, he's out here. I seen one. No, we need to take action. That one don't even look like an ice cream truck. What the heck?
They're dumping something in the water system. It's called geospray, right in the neighborhood.
Geospray.
They got their white uniforms on.
Can't be healthy.
Poisoning. Could it be a poison? Say geospray. They're putting it into the sewer system. They're all right here. Geospray.
And ain't nobody gonna stop them.
Right here, Detroit, 7 miles. They got some people just opening the bags and dumping it. Right here in Detroit. Geospray. See, they got the sewage open and they're dumping away. Right here, Detroit, Michigan.
After all the stuff that happened in Detroit or just in Michigan with the water, you would think You wouldn't just be dumping stuff into the sewage. I don't know what geospray is. I mean, it could be something good, but they had those hazmat suits on, masked up pretty decent, so I feel like it's not good for you.
Alright, so I'm at work, right? I'm on fucking Google Earth bullshitting. So, all y'all can agree that this is Antarctica, right? Right? Yep.
No.
Sure. Okay. So, if I go dead center of this motherfucker, where'd you go? Where's your circle? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. This circle right here. Like I said, this is clearly Antarctica. Alright, this fucking circle. Somebody needs to explain to me what the fuck is going on here. What the fuck is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Did I just find Admiral Byrd's secret island? There's this plane, I guess. Just a fucking jet, just chilling.
Yo.
Somebody needs to
hold on.
explain this.
Right here. What is this? Why are there rings in the water? Right? What are those rings supposed to represent? And this is in Antarctica, right? Anybody seen the flat earth maps with the rings and the outer lands?
Did Google make a mistake? Did I catch it? I just want to know.
Yo. I always wonder who takes those pictures anyway. Like, is there a person that just walks around with a 360 camera all day? Like, all over the world, like every spot in the world? Random remote islands with this 360 camera and takes the pictures. I'm just curious because they be catching some crazy things on these cameras.
Mis ahorros, mi dinero.
I'd be so
Tanto que me costó ahorrarlo.
What do you do?
Sí, ya les dije.
Ain't nothing you can do in a situation like this. Where you gonna pump the water to? Outside? Ain't it flooding out there too? Yo. Is that how they did it, y'all? Is that how we got, like, Angkor Wat? Think about Angkor Wat for a second and then look at that, right? The details that are carved into the stone at Angkor Wat look like they were carved with, I don't know what they could have been carved with, a pencil. And like they was cutting into butter with a pencil. That's how detailed it is. The only way it could have been done, in my opinion, is laser or some type of laser technology. Here it goes. Do you think it was done by lasers or by hand, like chisel? Yo. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Dang, it was like a tornado, huh? That's messed up. Feel bad for whoever was involved in that. Yo.
Are they using pedigree to make the chopped
About
cheese?
4. Yes, half and half if it's possible. Why is that, let me zoom in on it. Move over, Mako. Why is that dog food over there? That's how y'all make the chopped cheese? With the dog food? And dog food on there. See it? Dog food. That's how you make chopped cheese?
It's okay. Oh, nah.
You see, what Where you talking shit? You talking shit, man. That's what you do. I know. Somebody living here. No, when you made the chopped cheese, you did that. You see, now you talking shit.
That's nasty as fuck.
You don't want to see what's on the other side of it.
Yo, how? It's just hidden behind the wall? Who would do that and why?
You don't know this? How come nobody said anything?
That's crazy. Getting rid of pennies.
No more pennies.
That is messed up, man. They finna get rid of all the pennies. Hey, this is excessive. Just get Ozempic. Yo, that's crazy.
So should we have everybody be stealing? Cleveland user?
Hold on, let me read this. He's going kind of fast. So Keke Palmer, CIA funded Southern Fried Rice centers an Asian woman at an HBCU and not only gives her a fake accent, but then attempts to demonize the dark-skinned black woman and frame it as if she's the crazy one for rightfully acknowledging how non-black people appropriate our culture. Yeah, man, these movies is something else. I Show Speed does. He showed, don't. What's wrong with him? What's going on with I Show Speed? He's showing something else right now. His eyes like this. I Show Frog. When you realize the CIA sent you a hired actor to be your handler and pretend husband so you wouldn't rise to power and overtake the government honeypot. Y'all think that's the CIA? I mean, it could be. I don't know.
So I get baby oil for. So I get baby oil for. Okay. Let me know if I got a deep part going on.
Wait a minute. Was that AI? Or was that real? It's crazy that you gotta ask that question now. Yeah, I know what it's supposed to say.
Bro, so this is by far the most bizarre thing that I've seen yet in Northern Ireland. Look at it, watch. This thing just opens, it closed, you saw it, right? They said there was no editing or anything of that nature at all. Like, people went and tried to check it out. They had scientists go and check it out. They have no idea what this is. It's bizarre, bro. Like,
Yo, ain't that the creepiest thing you done seen? Like, he would have caught a bow. Pow, get back. You too close. Yeah, you're going for it. Snatched the wallet and got up out of there.
So Hannah here is an influencer who has been using a natural disaster as an opportunity to farm content. Unfortunately for Hannah, reality is now settling in and she's realizing that a Category 5 hurricane is not fun and games.
And this morning they came and put these X's on our glass doors so that we're supposed to head to our rooms and not come out until they knock on our doors within the next couple days.
Now on Hannah's page, she has a pinned post where she says she wants to be a Proverbs 31 woman. This is, and I quote, a woman who speaks with wisdom, opens her arms to the poor, and extends her hands to the needy. So Hannah, do you think deliberately flying into a resource-constrained island to pull a bunch of resort workers away from their families so they can babysit you is befitting of a Proverbs 31 woman?
Nah.
We not calling no motherfucking police here. They gon' call them. They gon' call them. They gon' call them. Hey, y'all ain't finna to beat us out of 2100 like that.
Ooh,
pimp.
2100.
We finna tear this whole pier up. So y'all can get the police out here. Let me get my money back.
The money right there, right? No, I mean, that's my wallet, but I don't have the money.
Hey, Rody.
Hey, don't holler at me. Because y'all got a fucked up reputation. They told us not to fuck with y'all. And then you turn around and play us.
Yes, I mean, 670, okay?
Yeah. 670.
Yes.
And there's still more. Yo, the fact that they gave him the money back lets you know they was in the right.
Hey, boy, didn't your mama ask you to get in there and unload that dishwasher before she get home? Dad, I'm playing the game right now. I don't care what you're doing, boy. Get up and go do what your mama asked you to do. Man, make me. My man. All right, so before we continue this little interaction, let me just go on and get my little villain speech out of the way, right? Because I made you already, and I can unmake you. But I don't want to do that because I like you sometime, and I will always love you. But being is that you just, like this the line right here, and you just jumped across that thing. I don't think you will have an issue now doing what your mama asked you to do. I think where you will run into a problem is trying to get to the kitchen. And I'm said problem because, you've been smelling yourself a lot around here. So I just think it's time that, we get this out the way so I can help you get your senses in order. Dig what I'm saying? So let's go on. Come on, let's go on and do that. Hold on, but Dad, listen. No. Miss me with all that. Keep that same energy you just had about 38 seconds ago. That's what I need. So get up.
It finally happened.
Hey, they underestimate us millennials. I'm trying to tell you. They don't know that we will go there if needed. We're a little softer. Pause. But we will go there.
And we saw it in the toilet. If your kids have any of these signs, listen up. Their behavior sucks. They have so many different food aversions. They have black circles under their eyes. They're not sleeping. They're getting in trouble at school because they're pulling their carbs all the time. Itchy skin. And at night when they go to bed, they're complaining of a stomach ache because that's when worms are very active. Yes, I said worms. I've heard a lot of different stories about it. I've seen a lot of different videos. And finally, I started thinking, maybe we should do that for my grandson. So we did. And you would not believe what we saw in the toilet. Joyce Being Paw Patrol is all natural cleanse and it's gentle. The US doesn't recommend it every 6 months like other countries. I don't know. But we're doing it for my grandson and I cannot believe what came out. My son about frickin' flipped out. Now he's sleeping better. We notice his behavior is way better and he doesn't have the dark circles anymore. These are on a massive sale right now. Moms, you want to clean your kids. Let me know if you grabbed it up and what happened too when you did it. If you're noticing the difference too, I'm telling you, seriously, you'll thank me later. As a Mimi, I'm not going to recommend something to you that I don't personally use in my family or my grandson. I dropped a link for you to grab yours.
Parasites are a real thing, man. Monster of Florence. Oh, you see it?
Thank you for this comment, because that leads me to my next question. If he is not sponsored by Big Pharma, then how is he able to utilize the branding and packaging of these medications without any legal repercussions? And that's really a legitimate question. How is he able to utilize the branding and packaging of these specific medications if he did not have permission? I did a little digging myself, and pharmaceutical trademarks are something serious, down to the packaging, the labeling, even the pill design. The whole 9 yards is layered in trademarks. So I'm just curious as to how he's able to get away with it without being, everybody is so crazy these days. It just seems as if there has to be some type of agreement, don't y'all think? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. I think it's weird that he's not only advertising these specific drugs, but he's advertising the medications that you would utilize in case of an overdose. That's insane. Like, you're literally promoting people to do these drugs until overdose so that they can take these advertised medications. You know what I'm saying? So it's like on both ends of it. You're advertising opioids, and the opioid industry is, it's legal and illegal. And it all goes back to Big Pharma. They know them pills is being pushed in the streets as like, they know what's going on. Come on, y'all. Like, we gotta really think about this stuff.
Yo, I remember a while back, Nicki Minaj was saying that Future was a lightweight and that he really don't be on them things that he be talking about. And it makes sense, don't it? You know, he's constantly pushing the purple drink. I don't want to say the name on here because they might try to get at me, but you know, the lean. He was steady pushing that for a long time. Probably never even used it. Then the pills. He ain't doing none of that.
The other two getting exposed. Ain't no way they're supposed to be in here right now. Ain't no way. Ain't no way as a mother or a father will I be coming to a school early morning and say, hey, son, hey, babe, go on in there. They molesting kids.
Yo.
Pick you up at 3 o'clock. What the fuck type of shit is that? Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Only on leave, huh?
A lot of mothers.
We live at White Horse early in the morning.
Their mamas ain't shit and they daddies ain't shit. That's a fact. Every kid that step in there, their mama and daddy ain't worth a shit. Ain't worth a shit. It could be mine. It could be none of mine. I'd have been all. Man,
We live at White Horse.
I will make sure that
more people in sugar?
Some more people coming up. Look, what if it was your child?
It's a shame.
Fire them all. Fire them all. Fire them all. Just on leave? Yo, what is this world coming to? Where they're trying to push for things like that to be okay. Oh, let's just give him a little slap on the wrist. It wasn't that bad. 8th continent, huh?
So close-minded.
Yo, my man's got a zipper on his braids. How? I'm confused.
I was watching this TikTok and this dude was showing me all the radiation that was coming off of his phone. And then he put this little piece on the phone. It was just a sticker. And the radiation off the Geiger counter went down to 0. So I started rabbit holing about all the radiation everywhere. The radiation off the Wi-Fi, the towers, our cell phones, and it got me freaked out. Then I said, well, maybe this guy's onto something. So I looked up the product that he was selling and I went out and picked him up. It's called Quantum Shield and they've done their scientific research and this stuff actually works. So I was like, damn, I put that thing on my phone and it looked pretty cool. You ever hold your phone and it's really hot and it kind of gives you this ick? Here's the cool part. Ever since I put that sticker on there, I never get that same sensation. These little stickers are not gonna break the bank. I don't know how you can afford to not use them. The link's here. Do a solid for you and your family.
Oh my God, what is that?
Yo, what is that?
Oh my God, what is that?
Holy Roman Empire, the coins tell our truth. Austria. Saxony, Germany. Ferdinand. Yeah, the coins do tell a lot. And maybe that's why they're trying to get rid of coins. Maybe, you know, they're getting rid of pennies and then one day they're going to say Abraham Lincoln never existed. You know? And they're going to have a whole new storyline. And then it's going to be people pulling up old coins and quarters and stuff and saying, no, this is what it was, guys. Look.
V2K, voice to score. I will find your signal. And I will record you.
Yo. he got all type of radio waves popping up in different signals. You know, there's probably all type of hidden or encrypted signals like going on right now where people having conversations about crazy things, you know, and then you could probably hack into that somehow because it's literally just a signal. Like, I mean, it's private to an extent.
Awan, sige na ya, awan.
What is this?
Awan.
Just clouds? Yo.
Awan ini mah,
The sky
jawan
falling?
hitam. Budah. Budah awan ini. Awan ini, awan
That's
hitam.
crazy. Them are falling down.
Ah.
Yeah, I would not touch that.
Busa.
Like bubbles.
Busa.
That's what that is.
Bau. Oh, beracun. Bau tak? Tuh. Busa ini. Busa.
Where is this at? And what did it used to be? They got old world buildings in the background.
Ini busa ini. Bau ini. Tahu ini apa ini bau ini? Panas. Oh, banyak.
Not gonna lie, I would not get too close. I'd be scared that them are gonna pop and bust on my face or something. And now I'm running around screaming, ah, it burns.
Berbentuk busa ini, nggak tahu ini apa dari langit. Turun dari langit tuh, masih ada.
Orang pagi-pagi tuh kayak bau speed tank.
This city look crazy, yo. You could tell it's old world all over the place. Like a lot of the third world countries are old world countries. You know what I'm saying? And like they try to build over the old stuff. It just doesn't look the greatest, you know, because you can still see the old world things.
Pagi-pagi tuh. Bukan busa, kayak busa sabun gitu ya?
Baunya masih bau.
Banyak 1000 ayo.
Busa.
Tapi nggak ada tasnya. ABB apa Budi Makmur Perkasa ini ya?
ABB
Soalnya banyaknya di seberang sana, terus di BMP juga banyak. Di udara.
Tak bijir ibu tuh latihan TNI murah. Kesini nama kok terjun payung
Aku gak pikir tuh terjun payung. Tapi nggak ada pesawat, tak bilang.
Gede yo. Nampak mau?
Baunya kayak bau dari BMP. Kayaknya.
Di ABB tanah mana? Biji nama ada highway na
Iya, itu Bu banyak di atas, Bu. Tuh.
Dude, they got a bunch of them motors falling out the sky. What's going on? That was strange, y'all. That was strange. I don't know what that was. I thought it was a cloud at first.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
I did not know that, yo. I mean, I was bald before I started drinking matchas, but I had started drinking some matchas, like from Starbucks. Unfortunately, I got a little matcha tea or whatever. Tastes like grass. I was drinking them. Man, I was going to say that's probably why I'm bald, but I was bald a long time before that, so. Psh. Wait. Dang, I didn't even read that, my bad. All right, what's it say? They will induce natural disasters without any warning or very little to build their smart cities. They're doing this all over, y'all. If you just think about it, right? Jamaica just got whacked with a crazy hurricane. When's the last time Jamaica got hit with a hurricane? Like, hurricanes happen in that side all the time. They always smack Florida or something like that, or the Carolinas. But the islands are always okay for some reason, right? Why now? In this year, when you've had all these other things going on, does Jamaica get smacked with a hurricane to the point to where it's like wiping out a whole city? You know what I'm saying? Things that make you say, Where is this one at? Oh, this was LA, 2028. So they're trying to make Jamaica a smart city next year. So if Kingston gets turned into a smart city sometime in the year 2026, then we know that it was a plan all along. Same with LA. If LA turns into a smart city before the Olympics, we know. See, the Carolinas. Another one. Now, this one was crazy, to be honest. I'd hate to be in Carolina during something like this.
There's a Category 5 hurricane that is about to roll straight through Jamaica with sustained winds up to 165 miles per hour. It is moving at 3 miles per hour. Do you know how much devastation that a storm like that could cause in Jamaica? Jamaica has never experienced a storm this strong. And I know a whole lot of people, especially creators on TikTok, are gonna go right to the you-know-what narrative. I just want you to read this real quick for me, okay?
Go ahead and screenshot that. I would read it, but we'll be here all day. You know how I stumble over my words sometimes, guys, when I read to you. So
make sure you read everything. Pause it if you need to. I'm not going to hold it up on screen for long because obviously there's other things that I want to talk about. But I mean, people, like, it's not hard. It's not difficult to research into it. This is the reason why I've been banned on so many occasions, which I don't fucking understand. This shit is so simple to research into, but people still don't believe in it. And I'm just like, what? But my prayers and millions of your prayers as well should be going out to Jamaica right now, because I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to imagine what's going to happen. 165 miles per hour? Moving at 3 miles per hour? That is shit that is straight out of my nightmares.
yeah, you know, it's probably a lot. Like, we haven't really heard too much since it's happened, right? I wonder why. Probably because it's Jamaica.
All right, this is very interesting. Check this out. Something is happening in Jamaica right now. Most people are focused on the hurricane, but behind the scenes, there is another kind of storm brewing, a digital one. And I'm not saying that any of this is connected, but check this out. Okay, so right before this hurricane exploded into a Category 5 in under 18 hours, one of the fastest intensifications ever recorded, Jamaica announced plans to transform Kingston into a smart city, and it's all part of the Vision 2030 Jamaica, a multi-billion-dollar program to rebuild, modernize, and digitalize the whole island. I mean, come on, a digital island, data-driven control, automated enforcement, CCTV on every corner, AI-based infrastructure, and even foreign funding flowing from the US.
Crazy.
Now just think about this for a second. A $5 billion project, you know, new digital districts, smart energy grids, centralized management.
Who is running Jamaica? I'm just curious. Like, who's like, oh yeah, come on, come flip this island. I don't even like these people. I don't like these people over here with their locks and they free food and fruits everywhere and living life and having fun and enjoying the land. I don't like none of this. Come on, US. Come wipe it out. I wonder who the person was that said that or who allowed that.
Systems all being set up right now, and then suddenly the worst storm in years sweeps straight across the region. Could this all just be a coincidence? You know, maybe it is, but it does make you wonder how often disaster and development seem to arrive together, you know, and how easily people just accept total surveillance when it's packaged as control safety. Ultimately though, smart cities are being drawn up all over the world. Jamaica is not alone with this, you know, from Africa to Asia, from the Caribbean all the way to Europe, each one promising efficiency, sustainability and security. But the fine print always includes the same thing: monetarization, automation and control. All I'm saying is right now, beautiful people, when the world rebuilds, who really designs the future? So, you know, as they're going to now have to rebuild Kingston after the storm, just keep your eyes open, you know, watch who funds these projects and watch what data they collect, because sometimes the story's not in the disaster, it's what gets built after. And I'm not telling you what to think, I'm just saying to think. But obviously, for the sensory reasons, this was all just for entertainment, once again, and I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby.
You know, because we live in this capitalist world, right, where everyone in the world is adapting to capitalism and everyone's chasing a dollar, right? The number one goal is get as many dollars as you can. Then the person who controls the dollars, who makes the dollars, who has this infinite dollars, can literally control the world. And I think that's kind of what's happening. And that's why you can get different countries or different places to be okay with these things, because these places are also looking for a dollar, right? Because they also want to have some money. You know, even though you got a land full of resources, you still want some money for some reason. So therefore, you sell all your resources and your land for some money. And then they come in and they flip the script on y'all. And then next thing you know, your country's being overrun by some other people, corporations with money, big money. That's just how it works. And I just think that's a play that they've been playing time and time again since the beginning of time. It's like this, right? Like back in the day, we probably had our little kingdoms and stuff and lived a certain way and had everything we needed, right? And then there was probably a group of people who built like one little block or one little town or building or something and decorated it like a certain way to make it look like a luxury, but it was just like new, you know, something people ain't seen before. And then you go to these other countries and you invite the kings and the leaders and you say, hey, come over to my place. I want to show you guys something. Let's go see what these guys got to talk about, you know? So you go there and you see it and you're like, oh, and they're giving you champagne and they put you in a little 3-piece suit with a little hat. And now you think you're doing something. You think you got some money. They show you this fake money. And then you go back to your country and say, I got this fake money. Let's get some more of this fake money. We could be richer than everybody. Right? So now you done sold out. And I think that's the play that they keep doing over and over and over and over again. It's messed up.
Evamp's waiting outside to collect.
Look at this.
Evamps, huh?
No.
What was that? Another dog stroller?
Yeah.
This guy shows up 3 different times. First, transfer. Look at woman holding up phone.
Right.
Second, transfer. Third, transfer. Look at unattended card. Look familiar. Fourth, transfer. Had to slow it down. Watch guy with hood. There, see him extend the dog
My bad, y'all. I thought somebody was up in here. I'm like, what's going on?
leash. And other guy receives.
It's a general. We ready? Let's go. Move on, huh? Damn.
And it's the airport too in Jamaica. So the 2 main international airports have been closed. So ain't nobody coming in or out. Messed up, yo.
Yeah, you good? Yeah, bro. Because my girl's over here saying that you over here staring. So I said, I don't know why. I say he must be getting gas. And I said he must be getting gas, but his gas tank's on the other side. So if I would have felt you was a threat, I would have went to your door and I would have said, yeah, exactly. Keep it moving, bro. Fuck out of here.
Weirdos. Gotta be careful out here.
All right, so this is Zay, the manager. This is what they're selling to one person. This guy right here, one person. One person.
Yo. You know, back during them COVID days and pandemic days, you couldn't do this. They wouldn't allow you to come grab. There's like one per customer, like one box, right? Because there was like, oh, it's a shortage or whatever. Because people were coming in and trying to resell stuff and hike the prices up like this guy is about to do, of course. Resell them. He ain't even gonna open them. He probably don't even know who Charizard is or Pikachu. But yeah, he finna buy up all of these. Now, let me not judge the guy. He probably does know who Squirtle is or Bulbasaur. You know what I'm saying? He probably know Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, all of them.
Look at this. You're gonna be on all the websites.
Nigga, you're a
one person. One person. One person. One person.
So the whole rack?
They're selling this all to one person. This is the manager. This is the manager's egg. He didn't bring any of these up yet, but won't let me buy them.
They're all rung up already.
They're all rung up, but they're sitting there. I see her scanning them.
Sir, they're on the machine. Can he have his product back?
No.
He already paid for it. He already paid for it.
He did. Did his card swipe yet? No.
Sir, you're not going to be able to credit stuff, okay?
All right. You're the like head manager of this
yes,
Walmart?
Sir. There's no higher than
Zay. All right. Zay from this manager of Walmart on Arroyo is letting one guy buy all these because he knows them.
Literally, that's what it is. No, but for real, like, they know each other and they finna resell those, and it's a dirty game out here, man. Shout out to all the Pokemon fans who go out and try to find Pokemon cards. The reason you can't find any is because of, what do they call them? They call them like, dang, I forgot what they call them. Scalers or something like that. Something like that, man, where they be out here just taking everything and trying to up the price on you.
Because he knows them. Because he knows them. Because he knows them. I can record.
You can.
Yes, I can, Zay.
He said you can't record. See, now they just get mad and starting to say stuff. Or maybe he couldn't record because he shut the video off. I don't know, but still, that's messed up, right? There's like, I don't know. Y'all kids into Pokemon cards out there? If your kids are, I feel sorry for them because it's some grown 40, 50-year-old man out there buying all the cards. And that's just Pokemon. They're probably buying the basketball, the football, the baseball, the Star Wars.
This is a junior level chemistry course, which means you finishing your exam in 27 minutes. You know what? You're in a sorority, aren't you? I bet you're cheating. You're cheating, aren't you?
No, I didn't cheat.
Really, but you turned in your exam in 27 minutes.
Yeah.
The Office of Academic Integrity. I'm going to take this. And we're going to open an inquiry into you and all of your sorority sisters.
Where I did not cheat.
Yeah, right. That's what every cheater
It's a
says when they get
scantron.
caught.
How could I have cheated?
The exam from last year, which is pretty similar.
I
to
didn't.
one
I didn't have the exam from last year.
Okay. Then how did you possibly finish in 27 minutes then, if you didn't cheat?
I studied.
You know, some lies you can't lie about.
Winged lions. I don't know who these ladies are, but I'm gonna give you a little circular of this thing. I'll let you see the guy on top. I don't see any markings or any plaque or anything to give you any information about it, so
It's just random out there, huh?
Can't do that unless it's behind some of this overgrown shrub, but I don't know who is that. Poseidon, Saturn, I don't know who these god people be thinking they is. Who is that? who that is. I don't see no names. Somebody else look it up. Somebody drop that in the Google Images.
These buildings are crazy. These old world buildings. Like the ornamentation on them is like, wow. You know, like nowadays, right? We go get a fake reef from like Home Goods, Marshalls or something like that, right? And, you know, you get the reef and then, you know, you put it on your door. Back then, now they had stone reefs carved into the building. 3D printed or lasered or something. I don't know. They had some type of technology back then.
Find you something safe to play with, please. What? No. Find you something safe to play with, bro. Blood. Can I get a picture, blood?
Damn, why he tripping on you, gang?
Because y'all influencers do too much. Yo, that's what's on our food? It's like a whole coating. What did she use? Well, I guess that's how it's done. In the 90s, they really wanted us to drink milk. These were the weirdest ads ever. Got milk. What if like all these people, yo, this is crazy. It's a crazy take on this. Like, what if they are the missing kids from the milk carton boxes? You know? Like, throw it in your face. Hey, got milk. You must not, because you ain't see my face on there, have you? Because I was show on there. I don't know. That's crazy, though. What in the world is this? Poor dog. Chained up. Can't do nothing.
See, the Mafia still got their hands on the lead, because how the fuck does this unnamed nigga hit 2 threes to start the game off, and then he just starts bleeding from his mouth? The Mafia set off a bomb in that nigga teeth because he was getting too hot and they had to sit him down. I'm hip. I'm hip to what's going on, y'all.
They put a bomb in his mouth? I don't know. Pause. The CIA deciding whether to renew Tyler Perry's 20-year contract, give Keke Palmer more funding for Operation Southern Fried Rice, Season 2, extra soy sauce, or go find new elitist self-hating talent at the Martha Vineyard's Oak Bluffs networking network. Yo. The CIA on one, man. They on one. They hot.
Now, cousin Kiki, what the hell he on? You know I'm with
you. You know you got some cousins you just can't claim. Like, yeah, it's my cousin, I guess.
You when you're right. But I've been seeing people talk about this Southern Fried Rice show, and I had to go see what it's about. So let me play y'all a little clip of what it's giving.
This is hard to understand, but Black culture is the only culture I know.
Okay.
Tiger, pride, W, you know.
For every person that prejudges you, there are dozens of people that can't wait to get to know you. Yeah.
Now, the show is about an Asian girl who was raised by Black people or in a Black community, and now she's attending an HBCU. Hence the name of it being Southern Fried Rice, which to me, even question mark. Like, it just doesn't feel right. Now, Keke Palmer did not write and create the show. However, she did executive produce it, and it is appearing on her main platform, Kiki TV or something like that.
Now, she addressed some of the backlash in a video on IG, which I'm going to play for y'all right now.
But I wanted to chop it up real quick about this series called Southern Fried Rice that's premiering on Key TV that is receiving some controversial feedback. Now, Southern Fried Rice was created by Nakia Stevens. And while I can't speak to her inspiration for the show, I can speak to her dedication as a creative. I mean, Nakia has written, show ran, and produced 4 shows alongside her Damn Right Originals team with Key TV. And Key TV has proudly invested over $500,000 on her creations. And I say that because it's not easy to obtain that kind of investment. And Key TV, this is the ethos of the company. It's a network not just because it has stars and shows or has talent, but because it's about the people who create the shows and connecting them.
Now, if you know...
She's the new Tyler Perry. It's making sense. They're passing the torch.
You know I love Cousin Kiki down. Okay, I think she's a phenomenal actress and does some incredible work. However, she just said a whole bunch of nothing. Now, I know this is probably not what they intended it to be, but it's very much giving cultural appropriation. Now, black people are obviously frustrated because black folks go to HBCUs to discover or get more connected to their identity. So to create a show that is centered around an HBCU that is focusing on someone who is not black's identity seems like a questionable choice. And what's sad is that the show actually looks like it could have had potential, but I think they might have missed the mark on this one.
Hey, I don't know who needs to hear it, but I mean, we do this with everybody. We let anybody in, you know? The only race that does it, to be honest. You let anybody in as long as they're so-called cool. You know, a little bit cool. They talk a certain way. Oh, yeah, he cool to the mud. You know what I'm saying? That's such and such from over there, right? That's just what we do for some reason. And in all honesty, it's been our downfall. But I don't have anything wrong with, you know, like people, okay, for instance, Asians, since we're talking about the show, I ain't got nothing wrong with no Asians who act like us, talk like us in a certain way, right? Because they grown in the same neighborhoods as us, you know? But the thing is, right, those can be the bros or whatever. They can be cool. But they go back to their culture at the end of the day, right? They have something to connect to with their culture at the end of the day, right? They have their family, their country, their religious beliefs that they still, like, are dedicated to. Yeah, they might talk like a certain person or look like us in a certain way or do certain things or dress like us. That doesn't mean that they're us. I'm just saying. Like, for instance, if I was to go over to Japan right now, you know, start wearing my hair like some Japan people and dressing like them and talking like them and doing everything they do, they're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? In a way, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, he cool, that's cool, but yeah, I'm still one of them, right? I can come back. Well, I'm still not one of them. You get what I'm saying? And that's the way it is.
Did you meet the housing director? Well, if you adore me, do you owe me? I had to get my girl something for her first date in college. Well, where'd you get it though? And where'd you get the money? Girl, I can save it on my checks.
Like, the character is supposed to be raised in this environment, raised in this neighborhood, raised with her Black American family, and she doesn't talk right. She doesn't look right. She doesn't act right. And what the fuck is up with her hair? New artists deserve funding, deserve the opportunity to grow. But this feels like either a college project or an independent project from a first-time director that was already made before Keke Palmer got her hands on it. Like, it does not feel like she actually did anything with the production.
Yeah, people ain't messing with that Southern fried rice.
Oh, most certainly, my friend. Here is Japan. And here is Hawaii. It's right there.
Literally.
That is not how it works.
Like, that's my girlfriend and everything. Like, I just talk to
They're over here in the pool eating each other out, bro. In front of kids. I got pictures of it.
So that's a wrap now.
Alright? And then
Yo.
I'm here to do a legitimate investigation about that, and then she wants to just do what she wants to do. That's not how it works.
It's a wrap,
okay?
fam.
I'm a really nice guy, and I can do things easy, but if you won't talk to me at least,
yeah,
you know, I mean, There's little kids. That's not cool, man.
That's not cool at all. Yeah, nah, you know what? We ended the video on that one, y'all. That one just kind of threw it off of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Girls. Y'all listen to Gucci Mane too much. She's a very freaky girl. Yeah, he didn't mean to be doing that type of freaky stuff, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure Gucci wouldn't approve either. But yeah, man, these are some of the most creepy and strange TikToks that are out there. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bells on. And until next time, YouTube, peace.